It's really hard, this situation, because when you look at these three retirements slash Millie Bright's kind of withdrawing herself from selection, when you look at them individually, there seems to be a really valid reason behind each one of them. Millie Bright in particular, she says she's suffering mentally. She talked about burnout. And when you look at what she's done, she's been the only player to have featured in every single one of Chelsea's title-winning seasons. She's been a constant figure, just playing and playing. And the minutes, they can add up. And also, the attention that I think has come onto the Lionesses the last couple of years, she has been at the forefront of that, and I think mentally that will take a toll. So that in itself doesn't worry me, but it's when you combine that with Fran Kirby and Mary Earps, who again, were both told either you're not coming to the Euros or you're not going to be starting. So those in itself, yeah, it doesn't seem worrying, but then you look at it as a bigger picture. And you see three of the Lionesses who were so key in them winning the Euros back in 2022 not there. Also, people forget about Rachel Daly withdrawing. The same thing happened with her. Obviously, she wasn't starting because of Alessia Russo. And you start to see a little bit of a pattern. Do I think there's something not right within the Lionesses squad? I'm not sure I'd go that far because, like you say, you listen to Sarina Wiegman speak, you look at the fact that she's won two Euros with two different nations, brought them to a World Cup final. She knows what she's doing, but I do think the pressure on her now is immense. And if the Lionesses don't do well at this tournament, I think questions are going to start to be asked about her because losing Mary Earps, losing Millie Bright, losing Fran Kirby is absolutely huge for this team.
Do you think that they deserve any criticism, particularly Millie Bright, the day before a squad announcement, to essentially say, for whatever reason, I'm not prepared to represent my country or put my name forward for representing my country to defend a major championship?
I completely understand that side of the argument, but I think from Millie Bright's perspective, what she's saying is if I go, I'm not going to be that player who can help you defend the Euros because I'm not at my 100%. And I guess, it then comes back to that point where everyone knows themselves best. And if that's what she thinks, the thing with Millie Bright is, yes, I know we're losing our kind of starting centre back, but I do think we've got good alternatives for her position. You look at Maya Letitia, Alex Greenwood, Jess Carter. She's got options there. And I think if Millie Bright genuinely feels I can't help them defend the Euros title this year, that's her decision. What surprised me more was the criticism towards Mary Earps because I think when you look at what she's done, people forget she was out of the Euros. Well, she was out of the Lionesses contention back before Euro 2022. She knows what it's like to be on the bench. So then to be told, look, you're not going to feature for the Lionesses this summer, you're going to have to sit on the bench. I think people haven't really trusted her to know that actually she's not able to put herself through that again. And I was really surprised by just how vehement some of the criticism was of her supposed ego. I think people forget, she's the only English goalkeeper ever to have won us a European Championship. So I think she does deserve respect for that.